In a previous video, I unboxed the logger version of this digger. So I didn't unbox this particular digger because it is exactly the same packaging and everything you get inside as you do with the log grabber. Obviously the only difference is the head of the machine. So you've got a logger there, and for this one you have the actual digger. So if you want to see that video, I will leave the link in the description below. Go check it out. I didn't want to waste you guys' time with another unboxing video because there is exactly the same, or and another walk around video, because the on off button, the same material, the same quality, the same tracks and everything like that is the same as a logger as it is with the digger over there. In this video I just wanted to show you the actual mechanism of the scoop and just give it a bit of a test and see how it actually performs, because my kids really love the logger, and I'm pretty sure they have more fun with the actual digger here, digging up stuff, Lego or dirt, and actually transporting it from the ground and putting it into a truck there. So I'll see if I can replicate. But first off, I'll show you the actual functions, and then we'll try to do a little bit of a driving test and a function test. Now, like always, if you want one of these, I've got these both from GearBest. HUINA, or whatever, however you pronounce this particular brand, has a fair few construction vehicles. They have the logger here, they have the digger, they also have like a dump truck and another construction vehicle. I'm not too sure what it is, but they also do have a pretty cool, what's it called, a forklift. So they're getting somewhere in the hobby. They're bringing out some pretty cool stuff. The quality seems pretty decent, but I'll leave the link in the description down below for these two if you want to go check them out. Okay, so primarily the excavator has the same functions as the log grabber, apart from the obvious, how it's got the bucket at the end like that. That is the only real difference. They still have the same control, so they both have the same control. So pushing both sticks forward, goes back, and if you push either one forward and one back, it does a pivot turn in the direction you choose. So you can also do a turn, so just pushing up on one or up on the other. You can do a combination of stuff to navigate where you need to, as you can see there. Pretty simple stuff, and they do work really well, considering these are like $50 to $60 or something like that. Yes, they're not hydraulics, they're only gear driven motors. If you want to see my full unboxing, please go check out the logger one. I didn't do one for this because it's exactly the same stuff. Just this one you get a yellow controller, and the logger you get a black one over there, but they are very similar when you open up the packaging, if not identical, apart from the actual mechanism there. But anyway, so you still got these little shoulder buttons here. They rotate the cab there, I think 680 degrees, which is fairly adequate. It'd be good if it continually rotated. So these two shoulder buttons here primarily move the cab, and it has a full rotation of 680 degrees, and it will click once it gets to its maximum limit. Now these two buttons here raise and lower the actual bucket, as you can see there. Very nice, and you can stop it midway or whenever you feel like it. This one here raises the forward boom there, and it does have that little click indicating that you have gone to the actual mechanism's limit. So that's one way to find out. It saves you stripping the gears, and yeah, I don't know how resilient that is, but so far the logger has stood up to a lot of playing with my kids, and it's still going strong. Now these two buttons here on the right lift and lower the main boom, and as you can see it does have enough power to lift itself off the ground, so you can kind of lift it up and still walk around. Pretty cool, very nice. And it also does have a program button here, which I've never used. This button here puts it in like a demonstration mode, and this button on the lower left here puts on the volume. Oh, sorry, puts the sound on. And once it's in idle mode, as soon as you start giving the excavator some movement, you'll hear the track squeaking and stuff like that. But also, when you move the turret, when you move the actual top body there, you hear it has its own sound. And when you lower the boom and stuff like that, So it does work really well, and at least it does have some type of sound. It also does have an LED light in the cabin there, which is pretty cool. But for these purposes, I'll turn that off because it is fairly loud, but it does, you know, do the job. And for the younger kids, they do definitely love the sound. Alright, so I decided to take this little HUINA digger outside in the garden to see what it's actually capable of. And bear in mind, this is kind of like a toy grade. It looks hobby grade, but it does have various limitations. The clutches go off easily, so it saves you stripping the gears and stuff like that. So let's just see how it goes. And it does take a while to get used to the actual controls, because there are so many different buttons and stuff like that. But once you actually get the combination right, you can do some pretty cool digging techniques. But as you can hear that, I'll show you what I mean. Hear this clutch. There we go, there, you hear that. That's actual clutch mechanism going off, so it kind of doesn't want to destroy the actual gears and stuff there. But there we go, got a little bit of dirt there, and I can just empty it. Might not be that much, but you know, you can rotate this cabin and stuff like that. It does work very well. The logger and stuff like that is exactly the same. Obviously it just has a different style of mechanism at the end. Yeah, but it is pretty fun, and once you get the hang of it, the kids certainly love it. That's the main thing. My boys love it, that's for sure. But yeah, hearing that clicking noise, you're not damaging it if you continually let it click over and click over. I'm pretty sure you will do some damage over time, but if it's just general stuff, I think you should be okay. And if I'll show you, it does lift it up like that. You can see the motor is pretty powerful. It does lift it up quite considerably, and you can still drive around and stuff like that. Let's lift this back up and try and get some dirt. There we go, that was a good one. Lift it up, rotate it over this side, and as you can see, sorry I'm a bit half in the shade in the sun here, but there we go. I'll just drop that little load there and bring it back over and try and get some more. But yeah, I'm no way an expert at this, so don't flame me. Let's give it a good test, see how durable these little motors are. Oh, there we go, got a considerable amount there, more than last time anyway. And we'll just drop this off here. So as you can see, it is pretty fun, something different than I normally have. And these are more aimed for the kids, or even if you want some nice display models on your shelf. It certainly would look very nice, I reckon. Torture test. Let's have a little bit of a driving. So let's have a little bit of a test around the rock here, sorry, around the hill, see if it actually can climb it. And it does. Oh, we have a bit of a, can we correct ourselves? No, we can't. Here we go. So it does navigate this little hill here quite well. Obviously, being the nature of what it is, it's not going to be any sports car or have suspension or anything like that. So it will have trouble navigating certain things, but it's not meant to go fast, just meant to try to replicate scale, movements and stuff like that as you would in a real digger or excavator, sorry. That's better, it's in focus. Now the biggest thing is just trying to coordinate all these things to work together, and I'll put the sound on for a little while. It does sound pretty cool actually, I must admit. Come down, I don't want to get that hose in the way. But yeah, it is quite nice. It's no hydraulic excavator, that's for sure, so don't expect awesome power out of it, but it will, you know, move some really nice stuff. I think it'd be more suited to maybe sand and stuff like that. I think something like that would be probably beneficial for this, because you can see the clutch just keeps going on and on, saves you damaging it. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Just wanted to show you around the yard here. Turn that volume off. So I do recommend these for anyone that wants to just get outside and play. Nothing too compact, because it won't really work well in with the digger trying to get into the soil, but on fine or loosely packed stuff or sand, I think it'll work very well. Now I'll leave a link in the description for this excavator and also the log grabber, which I unboxed in a previous video, so go check them out if you're interested. They are both from GearBest. So that's it for me, guys. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Any questions, please leave them down below. But Steve here again from RC Tanks and Trucks 24/7. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.